may not be suitable for all audiences.
I am not going to hesitate to get this man out here because certainly the superstar has got something to prove to himself and to you, the great fan.
Art 101 with Mr. Burger.
Scholars, welcome back to another episode of Art 101 with me, Mr. Burger, a professional artist, a master educator, and attempter of providing the best in art historical content. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe, pass it along to others to make, a friendly situation, I guess.
It is a true pleasure to meet you. I'm just a huge fan.
Now, as some of you may or may not know, not only am I a professional artist and master educator, but also a wrestling coach. And as a wrestling coach, I know something about power. I know something about the power struggles that exist. And one of the things that we can look at in terms of power is the power figure. As you know, because you clicked on the video today, we're going to look at those power figures. So let's quit yapping and get to work. When looking at these statues at first glance, it may appear that these are figures undergoing some form of weird torture. The expressions on the faces, the Nkisi is embedded with nails and shreds of metal and other sorts of interesting little objects rammed in there. The torso, the knees, the feet, the abdomen, the back, the head. And as we look at all of these Nkisi, the pieces are perhaps the most instantly eye-catching and recognizable pieces of Central African art. However, their meaning is not the horror show that the uneducated observer might think that they are. When the first Dutch explorers in the early 17th century entered this pre-colonial kingdom in what today is the Republic of the Congo, they were introduced to the artwork of the Nkisi, and when we look at the Nkisi, they typically will take the form of a human or sometimes an animal, but generally a human, that become very complex instruments of great power that have various functions. They are the center of the ceremonies. They are the captors of the ancestral spirit. They are a conduit of ritual that destroy the presence of evil or punish the evildoers that come on to the family. They are the central component of the rituals of protection against many forms of evil. Some of these figures are used for healing, others are used for hunting or trading, some are used to resolve conflict or well beyond that.
You probably don't really remember even him.
Scholars, are you familiar with Bow Ties of Vermont? If not, you need to go to the website and check out their huge supply of bow ties, neckties, pocket squares, and all kinds of formal accessories that you can use to dress up, add pattern to, add design to your wardrobe, whether that's, again, for the formal business professional, or it could just be to add a little fun and flair to the wardrobe, maybe for a formal wedding or prom type occasion, any kind of thing that you got going on where you need some exquisite, eye-catching formal wear for the neck, like the tie that I'm popping today. These are handcrafted right here in the United States, and they have been doing business since 1993, and they stand by their products. I highly recommend you going to the website and checking them out. For these sculptures to house mystical power, the Nkisi are the products of a collaboration between the sculptor and the spiritual meditator that works to give this particular object its power. When the hollow wooden form is completed, that spiritual meditator will fill it with this potent sort of medicine that is made from both organic and inorganic combinations of pigments, fibers, stones, and relics, giving the work life. The ingredients that go into the sculpture are those that transform the object into the instrument of power. And as soon as that power is deployed to help settle an argument and protect the peace or whatever it might be called to do, the statue's authority is then reinforced by the headdress that is carved on it, the posture of the figure. So you're asking yourself why the metal and the nails and all of the things that are attached? Well, every single nail, every single inserted piece of shrapnel into that body serves a specific documentary purpose. Each time that the power of the Nkisi is called upon, that spiritual advisor will then place a new piece of metal to activate the power into the sculpture. And so that metal piece serves as a record of the disputes that are resolved, the illnesses that are treated, the evil that was banished, and so forth. What we see when we look at the Nkisi is a documented history of the group's relationships, worries, superstitions, and resolved conflicts. That's right, the gruesome impression evaporates when we understand them to be practical objects. Regulatory device is essential to maintaining the group's harmony by calling on the power of the spirits and the dead. Artworks fueled by the power of the past. Now, scholars, I hope you appreciate that as much as I love being able to bring it to you. And if you like that, also go to redbubble.com, check out my merch if you like the Mr. Burger, stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.
See you later, kids. All right.